lot more easily than Dion could, and maybe Nurali would be more comfortable talking to Kiki, and thus more inclined to help. It was something, at least. Dion wasn't going to just sit around and wait, though. He called the race organizer who had given him her card. "This is a big deal now," he told her over the phone. "It's not just me who cares about bringing Gobi back. It's gone global. It feels like there are thousands and thousands of people all watching and wanting to know what's going on. The ones who have donated are like shareholders and they want answers." The race organizer listened to him. "I'll make it happen," she promised when he was done talking. Dion nearly collapsed with relief. With the race organizer on his side, Nurali would have to listen. And she did. A week later, Nurali emailed Kiki. "Everything's fine," Dion reported to Muja after talking to Kiki. Nurali said there is a lot more to do than she thought, but she's agreed to keep on looking after Gobi for now. Kiki's going to send someone to Urumqi to help make all the arrangements so Gobi can fly back to Beijing. To make things even better, Nurali sent some pictures of Gobi. "She's so cute," Mucha exclaimed upon seeing the images. Dion just nodded. It was tough to see the pictures of the little dog and not be able to see her in person, but hopefully that would change soon. In the meantime, he put the pictures up on the site and posted a progress update as well. That made everyone a lot happier. They just wanted to be sure that Dion really was working on getting Gobi back. A week later, Nurali disappeared again. "What now?" Dion moaned. "How many times could this woman vanish on him?" They had put up the crowdfunding site 2 weeks ago, and as far as he knew, Gobi hadn't had a single one of those tests yet. He emailed the race organizer again. This time she didn't reply directly. Instead, he got an email from her office. "She's in America," he told Muja. "So is Nurali. Her office says she'll talk to Nurali while they're there. That way they can go over everything in person." Muja nodded, but she looked a little worried. "Who's watching Gobi?" she asked. Fortunately, Dion had the answer to that already. "It looks like Nurali's father-in-law was watching her," he replied. He wasn't happy that Gobi was with someone he didn't even know, but Nurali would be back home in China soon. Then they could finally get this process underway. Nurali emailed Kiki once she was back in China, and she promised to get everything moving. Then she disappeared again. Dion checked with Kiki, but she said she hadn't heard anything more from Nurali either. He tried the race organizer again, but didn't hear back from her at all. And as more time passed, he got more and more nervous. What was going on here? Then he got an email from the race organizer. All it said was, "Dion, I need to ring you." Dion braced himself for the worst as he picked up the phone. "Hello?" he said. "Hello, Dion," the race organizer replied, and he was sure he heard her sigh. "I have some bad news." "What kind of bad news?" he asked carefully. "It's about Gobi." He heard her take a deep breath. While Nurali was in the U.S., her father-in-law was taking care of Gobi, right up until the night that little dog got loose. Dion forced himself not to start shouting or yelling. That wouldn't do any good anyway.
Please submit your attendance.
"How long has she been gone?" he asked instead. "A few days now," the race organizer told him. "Apparently she did this once before, but that time she came back when she got hungry." The organizer paused. "But she hasn't come back this time." Dion wanted to scream. Instead, he asked the organizer what was being done to find Gobi. "Nurali's got people out there looking for her," the organizer said. "They're doing their best to find her." Dion wasn't entirely sure he believed that. Why should any of those people care about this one little dog? It wasn't as though any of them had seen the video interviews he'd done or read any of the articles that had come out. China was extremely strict when it came to letting its people access things like the internet. Whoever Nurali got to help look for Gobi, it was unlikely they knew that literally thousands of people were waiting to hear that the little dog had been found again and that she would soon be traveling home. Those local searchers would have no reason to care. Of course, Dion cared. It was just his bad luck, and Gobi's, that he was stuck so far away. So one thing I want to ask about this chapter when you read it is think about, why does it matter that China is so strict about their internet policies. How would that impact the search?